welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to show you guys a quick plant and gardening haul. By the time you're watching this video, I am going to be on my way to Connecticut. I'm going on a little thrifting trip, so hopefully I'll have some good stuff to show you from that. I'm going with my niece again, so we're hoping to do a $10 Goodwill and Savers challenge. So hopefully I'll have that up early next week. But let me just show you the things I have here, and then I'll take you around and show you some plants that I picked up. So the first is this really cool bucket from Aldi's, and this was $3.99. Aldi's is kind of like a generic type grocery store, but this thing here, it's flexible, so it's perfect for potting. I can just carry all my stuff around with me when I need it. And then I stopped at Dollar General and I couldn't resist these gloves. These are the cutest gardening gloves. So this one just has some purpley blue flowers, and they're $1 a pair. And then it's got the rubber dots on the inside. And then these here are little vegetables. But those are just so cute. And again, those were $1. So I mean, I don't know, I don't want to ruin the print on these, but for $1, you go ahead and you wear them, you use them. And then I found this really cool hummingbird feeder. This was $2, and it goes on your window. So you can kind of get them close to the house and kind of see. And they're one of my favorite things to watch in the summer. I don't put out the seed in the summer because we do get bears if we put it out. But they don't seem to bother the hummingbirds. So I'm going to go ahead and try that. And then I stopped at Dollar Tree and picked up a set of gardening tools. I honestly don't need any more, but I kind of like collecting them. So last year I got the lime green set, and this year I went ahead and got the dark green. They also have a purple and a teal set, and then they have matching gloves. So I went ahead and I got a cultivator, a trowel, and then a transplanter. And then I found these here. These are tool hooks, and these will be good for hanging my hammer and stuff on my workbench. So not really gardening, but just something kind of cool. So while I'm here, I'll show you, I moved my prayer plant into a little terrarium, and then I put, you can see back there, a little bit of water to kind of give it some humidity. And then here on the shelf behind me, I picked this one up for my husband because he had mentioned when he was a kid, seeing one and liking it. So we picked up a Venus flytrap to try. And then these are some of the seeds that I showed you I was going to be starting. I don't know if they're really going to be what they say they are. I bought them on eBay and they came from China. And I've read that a lot of times you get a random seed, but still it's kind of fun to see what they're going to turn out. And I had these in my little greenhouse, which I'll show you guys now. I went ahead and got this all set up. So this is the one I showed you from Gardener's Supply. And I went ahead and used one of my grandpa's seed starting boxes that I found in his basement, and I kind of just took it apart and made it wide enough to fit. And then you can see I just slide it around the outside. So I have my setup combined with his. So I thought that was kind of neat. So now I'll show you guys the new ones I picked up. I picked these up last night. My Walmart finally started to put out plants. It's cold here, so maybe they're waiting longer than some others. This is called a Moon Valley Friendship plant, and it's a kind of pilea. But it's got really cool textured leaves. And it's a low light one, which is kind of what I try and aim for. Because I probably have medium light, but I figured this way there's no guesswork. So the baby's tears, that one, I'm going to turn the light on and see if it makes it any better. Okay, this one, since I repotted it, I went ahead and put it in a shorter one because I felt like the bottom was just staying wet and it was never going to dry. As soon as I repotted it, it kind of just went crazy and took off. And then I put a little bench in there. That's also from Dollar General. That was $1. That's the Thanksgiving cactus. Still doing good. The arrowhead plant. My husband brought me home some daffodils. I'm trying to figure this light out, guys. So right here is the newest planter I picked up, and I love this. It's a little face. This part here is matte ceramic. This looks like it's glazed. I picked it up at TJ Maxx, but I love how it looks kind of like an independent artist type one. So it was $7.99 at TJ Maxx. And then I just tucked a little Haworthia inside, and I just picked that up at Home Depot. Here is kind of my little growing station. So these are just some succulent clippings to kind of see. Back here, this one is a Peperomia prostrata. Basically, it's like a vine type one, but I saw this on eBay and fell in love with it, so I ordered a little teeny pot to try and start with. This here is clippings off my turtle vine, which I'll show you in the bathroom, but when I took it out of the box and kind of cleaned it up, some of the pieces came off, so instead of throwing them out, I saved them. That's my first plant ever. Up here is a marble queen pothos, and I picked that up at Lowe's. I was so excited when I saw it. Basically, I've been going online and looking at plants on like Instagram and stuff, and when I see something I like, I'll make like a note of it, and this was on my list. So when I went into Lowe's a few days later and saw it, I was really psyched. That one you saw before, that's the Photonia and the spider plant. This one I don't think I've showed yet. This is a Bella Palm. It's a pet-friendly one, and I picked this up at ShopRite. And then that ivy I've showed before. So basically, that's how my kitchen window looks right now. So I'll go ahead and just show you which ones I picked up. So this is a Rieger begonia, and this one is like, I don't know, it looks fake. It almost looks like wax. It's so pretty. So I've just got a little pot setting inside because I didn't want to disturb it while it was flowering. And all these plants in the bathroom here I'm going to show you, except for one of them I picked up at a place called Adams Fraser Farms, and if you're anywhere in like the New York Hudson Valley area, there's 4 different locations, so you definitely should check them out. This one here is my Hoya carrii. It's basically a leaf off of a vine, and then they just put it in like that for Valentine's Day. So it just kind of, I don't think it's going to do anything ever. I think it just stays like that, but I don't know, I really thought it was cute. And if you're looking for one, I know that there's a site called The Sill that had them. As of the time I'm making this video, they had them anyways. So if you were like desperate to find one. This here is a Schleffera arbicola. And I hope I didn't butcher that. So basically a dwarf umbrella tree. And I know that stores sell these like huge, but I think it's fun to start small and then kind of see what happens. Now this is the only one here I didn't get from that Adams place that I told you about. This one here came from eBay. There's like a greenhouse called Logi's, and they have an eBay store, and that's where I picked this from. This is called Turtle Vine. So basically it's just pink and green and white, but I love all the different colors. And that planter came from TJ Maxx. It's a small version of the bigger one I have my Sansevieria in. This one here is some kind of calathea. I don't know the actual name, but yeah. And this one here, I think, is a type of peperomia. None of these that I picked up at the greenhouse there, none of them had tags. They all had like the same name on them, so I think they just kind of like mass printed a tag for the price. So I don't know the exact name. And now let me get up to the top shelf to show you guys. So then I've got this one here, and I'm not sure what this is yet. I think it's some kind of a pothos, maybe a philodendron. I was thinking maybe a golden pothos, so I kind of have to wait and see what it does before I can figure out what it is. And then this here, I think is called Selaginella, and it's like a type of moss. This is in their terrarium plant section. They have a whole section for like fairy gardens and terrariums, all of plants that are kind of like humidity loving and stay kind of flat and low. But I just liked the green on this. It's like a yellowy green. So that's the last one I brought home. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing all of my new plant finds and my little gardening hauls. And I'll definitely be back with a thrift haul to show you guys after this weekend, and hopefully a thrift challenge. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next video.